Hey y'all, and good morning. Welcome back to the Hippie Nerd Homestead. Today we are going to be making delicious and nutritious bone broth. This broth is one of the easiest ways to elevate the food that you cook with it, and it is so easy. First, I'm going to add about 8 gallons of water to my enormous pot here. I think it's a 10-gallon pot, and if you have one with the steamer basket in it like mine, even better. So to this pot, I'm going to add all the veggie bits I have been saving. This includes skins, peels, ends that you would not typically eat, wilted greens that may be a few days past their last good day, uneaten leftovers, whatever. I use pretty much everything except potato peels. I also add all of the bones and skin I have been saving after meals, as well as chicken carcasses I keep in the freezer after processing our meat birds. Now, as far as seasoning goes, you can add whatever you and your family prefer. I keep it simple so I can fully season the dish I am using the broth in. To this pot, I'm going to add about half a cup of salt, 1 tablespoon of turmeric, about 2 heaping tablespoons of minced garlic, a palm full of whole black peppercorns, and a couple of bay leaves. I will also add about a cup of apple cider vinegar, but I forgot to bring it outside this time when I was filming. After a few hours of simmering, I am going to add my secret ingredient. Yep, there is a ton of collagen and chicken feet that makes this broth extra rich and delicious. After at least 24 hours of simmering, it is time to strain our broth. This step right here is why I leave the steamer basket in the pot during this process. It makes separating the liquid from solid ingredients so much easier. I have found that using this water jug with a spigot is the easiest way to fill my jars. I do still use a micro strainer to get the extra little floaties out so my finished product is clear and beautiful. Time to take a little break from my jars to clean out and refill my big pot so I can get this water boiling. And now, a quick word from our sponsors. Every time I make broth, I promise myself I am only going to make enough to fill the empty half-gallon jars I have on hand. And every time I make way more than that. But instead of having 2 sizes of broth on my shelves, I took this opportunity to can red beans instead. To do this, I add 1 heaping cup of washed beans to each jar and fill to 1-inch headspace with my yummy broth. date. Now that I have wiped the rims of all my jars and placed the lids and rings on, I'm going to pop these beans into my canner where they will be processed at 10 pounds of pressure for 90 minutes, while the half gallons of broth will be water bath canned outside for an hour. Once the timers are up and the canner is depressurized, I remove all jars to cool on my counter overnight. And just like that, I have homemade broth on hand to last at least a few months.